Hey, it's me, GV, and this is the voice you're going to be hearing while we go through this series, which is a weird thing to say because I'm probably going to use a webcam. I'm not really sure at this point in time when I'm making this intro. However, this is going to be an attempt to defeat The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion on the hardest difficulty, which if you don't know how that works, there's a slider, you slide it all the way up. And basically, as far as I remember, you take 6 times more damage and you deal 6 times less damage. So super duper fun, very mechanically complex. And yeah, I've tried this before, but it was a bit of like a half-assed attempt. This time I put a lot more research into figuring out how to be able to do it. And we'll talk about that once we get into the actual series. But yeah, I want to actually, I would love to beat this game on the hardest difficulty, literally just for bragging rights, because it's so ludicrously unfair. It's not really meant to be played this way, even though it's an option, obviously, to move the slider all the way to the front. But yeah, I'm actually really excited for this one because for those that don't know, I'm a huge Soulsborne fan and I just love a challenge. Usually when it's fair and balanced, this one's probably not really going to be that, but there are ways to overcome it. Also, I wanted to plug the Patreon here because I'm about to add a new feature to all the patrons because there's one tier and there will pretty much always be one tier and unless there's a really good reason to switch it up, which I don't foresee. But yeah, every patron's going to get the same new additional perk, which is going to be, I'm going to give the patrons the save file data so that they can import the saves into their own Oblivion, Skyrim, whatever, to play as Adranok, Grohlvana, this character that we're about to start. Basically, all the saves that I have, I'm going to give to the patrons so they can play as these characters if they so wish. So if you would like to support me and this channel and this series, you can do so by clicking the Patreon link in the description. It is literally $1. And I know not everybody wants to do that or has the means to do that. So obviously you can also interact with this video in any way, shape, or form, leaving likes, comments, etc., which I love comments because I like to, discuss certain things about video games especially. So feel free to do that to support as well. And without further ado, enjoy Let's Beat Oblivion on the hardest difficulty. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I should have gone through most of the stuff in the introduction. Welcome to The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. Babadoo, zabagoo, babadoo. All right, we're going to jump right in because this music gets very, very loud. Without further ado, let's play The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion on the hardest difficulty, which I will just show you here. Difficulty slider all the way up. Everything else should be good. I already ran through the settings. New. Yes. Epic cutscene incoming. I forget, do they jump you right at? No. Epic cutscene first.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
One of my favorite intros to any game ever, man. Just so amazing. By the way, for those that don't know, I got to point out every time, that is Sir? Does he have a Sir? I think he does, right? Because both Professor X and also Gandalf, Ian McKellen, both have Sirs, right? Maybe, maybe not. Anyways, Patrick Stewart, Sir Patrick Stewart, I think. Captain Picard from Star Trek The Next Generation, Professor X from the X-Men series. Yeah, that is his voice as Emperor Uriel Septim, was it 7th, 8th? Something like that. Anyways, we're going to call this guy, which I actually really like this name, Vanatu. Let's see, how do I spell this? T-E-A-X. Yeah, Vanato. I guess is going to be his name. Vanatu. Wait, no, I misspelled this. These freaking French suffixes are always confusing. Vanati-E-U-X. Yeah, Vanato. The American pronunciation is going to be Vanato, but really, Vanatu, something like that. And this guy, as you can maybe guess, is going to be none other than a Breton. In addition to their quick and perceptive grasp of spellcraft, even the humblest of Bretons can boast a resistance to magical energies. They are particularly skilled at summoning and healing magic. Yeah, so Breton's very important. As far as I understand, there's certain races you can choose. Orc works, but Breton, I haven't really done. We did like a Master of Magic playthrough, which is on this channel, a completed playthrough. It was streamed though. I never have really done like a not streamed full Breton character, if that makes sense. So this is perfect because Bretons get, magic resistance, and they're also magic-y, which is very important for this. Also, Vanato means conceited in French, which I like a lot, and we'll learn a bit more about this character, I suppose, as we go through. So race, let's see, face, hair is going to be, so I guess we'll do the face first. So I'm going to run through all of this. If there's anything important, I will talk to you about it. Otherwise, I'll see you in just a second. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have Vanatu. Breton, wind braids, brown. Oh, I didn't even change the eyes. Whoops. Oh, that looks way more interesting because he needed a little bit of je ne sais quoi, and I just realized the eyes. Yeah, you gotta be careful with Oblivion because, like, you change one little setting and everything changes. It's so weird. Green, brown, blue. I wasn't even thinking of that. I gave him a red tinge to the hair as well, which, honestly, a green tinge would be cool. Complementary colors, but that's fine. I actually really like how this guy looks. Oblivion is so hard to make a cool-looking character. Boom. Yes. We should be good to go. We kind of have to be careful because leveling up wise, there's just a lot of stuff we're going to have to keep track of because, this hardest difficulty thing is crazy, obviously. To move forward, yep, we know all that.
Pale skin, snotty expression. You're a Breton, the masters of Magica, right? Nothing but a bunch of stuck-up snobs with cheap parlor tricks. Go ahead, try your Magica in here.
Okay.
Let's see you make those bars disappear. No? What's the matter? Not so powerful now, are you, Breton? You're not leaving this prison till they throw your body in the lake. Oh, that's right. You're going to die in here, Breton. You're going to die.
I just love how I love how much of a piece of crap this guy is.
For you.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard the Breton. I don't think I've ever heard the Breton line because if you don't know, that guy there gives you a different line for every race, and every time I play Oblivion, I feel like there's a new line. Although that's not true because we did play Allons-y, another Breton, Master of Magic. The goal there was to become a Master of Magic, not to defeat the game on the hardest difficulty, which. Man, in Oblivion again. Oh boy, we got our work cut out for us.
Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
Sounds good to me.
Stand aside.
Okay.
By the window.
Okay.
Out of the way and you won't get
I'm
put prisoner.
I'm against the wall.
Let's go.
I'm
We're
fine.
not out of this yet.
We're not out of this just yet.
I've seen you. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right, and this is the day. Gods give me strength.
And I've seen him as well, because he was in the intro. He is voiced by Patrick Stewart. I think it's Sir Patrick Stewart, right? Anyways, okay, we got to come up with a voice. So I actually really liked Alonzi's voice. It was really funny. This character is going to be kind of similar, but again, you know, the point is to beat the game on the hardest difficulty. So bear with me while we come up with a voice for Mr. Vanity. What's going on?
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
What could it mean? Why am I in jail?
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for.
Which is pretty funny, because we could have done horrible, unspeakable things, but, you know, it's kind of just whatever you want your background to be, I guess. Who are you?
I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
I go my own way. I think we would. We're probably a little bit of a sycophant. We would probably, what do you call it? Something up. What do you call it? Suck up to the Emperor here, because the Emperor, you know, is going to be, what's the word? Enigmatic. What should I do?
You will find your own path. Take care. There will be blood and death before the end.
Yeah, you ain't wrong about that. Trust me. Because, yeah, Oblivion hardest difficulty. Man, oh man. Something I've never done.
There's no way to open
Something I have never done. I'm just chilling. All right, see you later. Okay. So, yes, welcome to the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, a game a lot of you have probably seen me play many times before. But the goal here, of course... Oh, he's jacked. What the heck? Look at them biceps. Not bad, Vanita. Yeah, I actually really like this character, how he looks. It's so hard to make a decent-looking character in Oblivion. All right, so, yes, the hardest difficulty, which, by the way, I am not going to ever change this setting right here. It's going to remain all the way up here. I did a hardest difficulty of Skyrim, which is far easier with Grohlvana, who is a reference to a character in Oblivion. And people constantly, not constantly, some people would accuse me of, like, you know, changing the settings off camera and stuff like that. If you know me in my personal life, I am a hardcore, like a board game enjoyer, hardcore, like, you know, we have to play by the rules sort of thing, or else it's not fun sort of thing. So, no, I never adjusted the setting in Skyrim, and I will never adjust the setting here. This will remain like this for however long this series goes on for. So, just keep that in mind. And, yeah, basically what that means in Oblivion is you take 6 times more damage, and you deal 6 times less damage. Which, Oblivion in and of itself, if you're on the normal difficulty is, you know, the default difficulty, is already horrendous, like, at certain points, depending on what you're using. It's already hard because, I don't know, there's just a lot of stuff we could talk about in terms of difficulty. Anyways, the first thing that we definitely want to check is our magic, which as a Breton, we have natural, you know, magic stuff. So we have Dragon Skin, which is our racial power. Shield 50% for 60 seconds on self, which I think is, this is, yeah, like just shield damage. I don't know if it goes with magic damage or whatever. Also, we've got Flare. I'm going to put that on number, yeah, we'll go 2. So this is fire damage, 6 points on target. And then we've got Heal Minor Wounds, which we're going to put on 3 as well, which heals 8 points on self. Then... we can also see that active passive effects. We have Breton Enhanced Magicka. We get 50 extra points of Magicka for being a Breton, which is huge. And then Resist Magic. Breton Magic Resistance, 50 points of Magic Resistance, which is also huge. This is why if you're doing any sort of like challenge run, Bretons are very, very helpful because like in Skyrim 2... yeah, you know, they will just have natural resistance, which magic can really, really mess you up. So, Yeah, we're going to be making copious saves. I mean, the ultimate goal of this series is to beat this video game on the hardest difficulty. I would definitely be open for a completionist 100% playthrough or something like that. I don't want to overcommit. I have a problem in the past with overcommitting because in my mind I'm like, oh yeah, that'll be easy. And then I start to, you know, get too far into the playthrough and I want to do other things and blah, blah, blah. So I definitely don't want to overcommit. But that being said, I would definitely be down for it. It's honestly been a long time. Nice. It's honestly been a long time since I've played.
Captain Renault.
Man, this stupid katana always gets freaking lost. Okay, so we gotta, I guess, hurry up a little bit here. So Mythic Dawn Hood and Robe are actually just gonna be an upgrade stylistically. They're just gonna look cooler. So we're literally going to equip those. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind is the magic spell effectiveness. If you wear armor, this goes down. You want to be at 100%. And if you wear, you know, typical mage robes, this will be at 100%. So keep track of this. A lot of people don't even know this is a mechanic. And then, so we've got Captain Renault here. We're going to take the steel short sword and the torch. Now, Captain Renault will drop the Akaviri katana, but I swear, no, I can see it actually. So we're going to grab this, Renault's Akaviri katana. Because, yeah, you get, like, I do think you actually get a bonus from that, if I remember correctly.
I'll take point. Let's move.
Oh, boy, here we go.
Stay here, prisoner. Don't try to follow us.
Yeah. Okay, bye-bye. All right, so we're going to make copious saves. As I said, I'm going to keep 3 saves for this character. We might need more, though. Ooh, boy. To ready your weapon, push F. Yeah, but we need magic, so we're going to go like that. And here's the thing. Oh, my God. The damage already. Your health is low and you're close to death. Okay, so, yep. This, we literally might just die right off the bat here. I have been... these stupid rats, they, like, jump over your shots. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to... Did I not? Yeah, I was going to say, I definitely hotkeyed this, right? All right, so because we're a Breton, thank God, we have, like, 50 points of extra magic. This rat is right on my butt, so we're also... Oh, my gosh. Ooh, that just barely missed. So... Okay, we did hit those, which is good. It's so hard to talk. Good. I need to hit him one more time. We're going to try to get him. Oh, there's another rat in there, too. Ooh, that was good. That was good. That was good. I think we just aggroed the other rat, though. We can tell by the combat music that's playing. So we're going to chill right here. Yep, he is gunning for me. To bring up your journal. Yep. Your magic is low. Yep. I'm aware. Trust me. Okay. Now, we might have to... Oh, fists are actually better here, right? Yeah, the inventory tab. Yep. So, we did get a weak potion of sorcery, but potions are going to be hugely helpful, honestly, if we can hold on to them. Do I want to use the weak potion of sorcery? It kind of depends on our magic regeneration. I might be able to get... I'm going to make a save here, just to keep this beginning, like, episode moving, because the beginning with any sort of challenge run like this is always going to be your hardest thing, because, like, you have no tools, right? So, it's, like, always the beginning here. Now... he's like diverting at the last second. Okay, I've been really aiming these shots well. If he hits us one more time, we definitely have to use that potion. Okay, so chill here. He's got to kind of, yeah, as you can see, you can use the terrain to sort of, you know, make things happen here. Where the heck is this rat at? Okay, one more. Oh, he can't get to me up here. Nice. Oh, my God. Now, also, I think in Oblivion it works. If you wait an hour... all your HP and magic in the bottom left there will be restored. Yeah, so good. Okay, that went... that went a heck of a lot better than I think it did the last time. We did some sort of, like... Look, there are different eras of my YouTube channel, okay? And for the longest time, we were like in the dark ages where, you know, I would just start and stop and not really put as much effort as I should have into certain things. So, like, you know, in my mind, I was like, okay, let's just do a 100% playthrough. Or let's do a hardest difficulty playthrough. Why not? And then I didn't really prepare for it. You know what I mean? So, I'm trying to get up to that door. So what I'm trying to say here is, like, whatever we did the last time on the hardest difficulty, I definitely did not know what I was really doing. Oh, this is an invisible wall right here. Yep. So this time, yeah, that went a heck of a lot better is what I'm ultimately trying to say here. Okay, so if we can get out of the tutorial in this beginning episode, I will count that as a win. Now, I know there is a rat in here, I'm pretty sure. If you sneak and an enemy does not notice you, you will increase your sneak skill. I'm pretty sure there's a... Is that one right? I'm pretty sure there's a rat in here. Anyways, we'll take the shield. We'll take the rusty iron bow. We'll take the arrows. We'll take the dagger. We'll take the light armor and the lockpicks. We only need one torch. You're not really going to be able to... stack torches, if that makes sense. So, when it comes to lockpicking, I love Oblivion's lockpicking system. A lot of people don't like it, which is fair. The goal here is you're just kind of like, you know, kind of moving it up, and then when it's slow, you're left clicking or activating, if you have a controller, to lock it into place, right? And when it gets very hard, like when there's 5 tumblers you have to like manipulate, it gets genuinely very hard. Also, by the way, there's a tutorial message here. If we equip, I think, the rusty iron bow and the arrows. Isn't there a tutorial that... Yeah, now you're ready to practice with your bow. So a lot of people can actually miss this because if you don't equip the bow, it won't even give you this tutorial. But wants us to shoot at the bucket. Bucket hit. Very satisfying when that arrow hits the bucket. Okay, and then it says we can go and grab the arrows, which is pretty darn cool. I always like that you could do that. And then, yeah, I guess we'll be sticking with the bow mainly. I mean, obviously magic is going to be the most important thing on this character. We've got a goblin shaman, or whatever the heck this thing is. What is it? Yeah, goblin shaman. And let's also, yeah, we want to loot every single thing, ideally, because we're going to need every possible edge we can even hope to get. Also, Oblivion does not... autosave every time you like enter a new area, which means, again, we are going to be saving constantly and consistently because, yeah, man, things can get out of hand so fast. So when it comes to flare, or whatever this beginning spell is, it's very, very like hard to aim because it's so accurate. Oh my god. Ooh, okay. Yeah, it's very stressful because if anybody's played Oblivion, you know it's very hard to shoot the fireball, whatever spell. It basically goes exactly where your cursor is. And also, Oblivion moves very rapidly on mouse and keyboard, which means you have to be very accurate. And it's incredibly easy to, you know, miss your shots, is ultimately what I'm trying to say here. But all right, I mean, we're doing pretty well. Now, there is a horrifying enemy coming up. And in fact, it might be, yeah, it's like literally right down there. If you know, you know. This thing is terrifying. Again, we take 6 times more damage and we deal 6 times less damage. That's not the enemy that I was referring to. Oh my, there's 3 of them? Oh, that's why. Okay, so there's a zombie behind the corner there. And we definitely, whenever there's a situation like this, we want to let the enemies, like, fight each other. Because if, you know, we can deal any damage... No, fight the rat, brother! Fight the rat, brother! Okay, so we got to be careful here. So this is a zombie, and this guy is going to absolutely destroy us if he lands a hit on us. So the best tip that I could say is, you know, land your shots. Obviously, don't freak out. You want to turn, look at him, and then fire the spell. But you don't want to, you know, freak out. You don't want to be, like, giving into stress, because that'll mess up your aim, obviously. Now, Oblivion has a really weird thing where, like, their health bar, which is in the middle of the screen, will get so low, but they just won't die. Because I feel like a lot of enemies have a lot of natural regeneration. So, like, you'll try to kill them, and you just won't have the damage to do it. It's so annoying. Okay, so there we go. We're landing our shots pretty darn well, I must say. And then, yeah, all right. So that zombie I was worried about, that might be, well, no, there's other stuff that's going to be tougher. Now, see there, our sneak increased, and that means that there's an enemy nearby, because our sneak would not increase if there were no enemy. Oh, wow, they're really not seeing me, though. Okay, that's good. Whew, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so what else to talk about? So much to talk about. I mean, I would like this to be like a real playthrough too. You know, I did a Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke on my second channel, GV. And like, I remember somebody left a comment like, why are you doing the contest stuff if you're doing a Nuzlocke? And I was like, well, I still want to play the game. I still want to have fun with the game, you know, just because we're doing a challenge run. Like, why not do like, you know, the full playthrough. And I get it, because a lot of people have kind of gotten over that phase and want to do challenge runs to just spice it up. But I enjoy, you know, just doing playthroughs, if that makes sense. So, point I'm trying to make here is I would like to just make this like a full-on playthrough. Oh, he just jumped right out of that. Okay, okay, okay. Not good. Oh my god, these freaking rats! What the hell? No, 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 no. Wow. You see that? You see the rat literally could just rapid fire attack you and you can't escape a silly little rat. Unbelievable. Yeah, you almost just ruined all of that good stuff we were doing. Well, that's not good. I mean, I would like to pull a Charlie and just beat him with a club here. Renault's Akaviri Katana has a 2, but yeah, we really don't want Blade as the thing. We definitely want to increase our magic, but we might not have a chance here. I might just have to go for this. All right, let's do it. It's not going to matter too much. Pull it out, pull it out. No, the stupid rat. Oh my god. That rat right there almost ruined like all of that. Jeez, wait, yeah, you see how he just like attacks you constantly. You can't even get away from him. So that rat is dealing 6 times as much damage, and we're taking 6 times as much damage, obviously. So anyways, as you can see there, not great. Not great. And yeah, in Oblivion, you really want to be building skills towards what you're, you know, wanting to level up. For us, magic, obviously, but the bow is probably going to be our best bet here. Stealth archer type stuff, obviously, but also just, yeah, we're going to need to, you know, we're going to need to get a 1-up on our opponents here, and just getting into melee range is never going to work. Our best hope is to have... Okay, I fired an extra fireball there. Our best hope is to have an enchanted, like, blade and be able... Because, like, there's something with Oblivion having, like, an enchantment that I feel like you just get a +100 damage buff or something. But the point being is that, yeah, we don't really ever want to do melee because we're going to be at a massive disadvantage if we are in melee range, pretty much. Magic primarily. And there's a subset of magic that is going to help us out massively. And that is because those magical elements do not get the negative 6 times damage buff, debuff, if that makes sense. But we'll talk about that when we can get there. All right, so we got a rat right there. So again, you want to put your cursor directly on, and obviously knowing the enemies. Oh my god! No. Okay, okay, okay. I did not even see that rat. Hoo boy. All right, I did not even see that stupid rat. It literally was like hiding from me. Okay, so I need to first of all hotkey a bow. I'm gonna put this on 5, and then we're going to equip it. Make sure the arrows are equipped too. Draw the bow with F. And then we're going to start loosing arrows here. The problem with the rats is you do not want to be in the range of the jumping of the rats. Because these rats, as we saw, if you get close, they will jump at you and it will be horrendous. So I'm going to do that there. One more fireball probably will do the trick. Again, using... Oh, what? He just stopped. Yeah, there we go. Using the terrain. Huge. Oh my god, this is so stressful already. Stupid rats. Using the terrain is huge, because you got to just think about it like, you know, AIs are not going to be perfectly designed, obviously, right? So a lot of the time they'll get stuck. They'll not really know what to do, whatever. So definitely use your, you know, use the terrain to the best of your ability. Okay, that stupid rat. I literally did not see that rat just like sitting there under that little, that slope. Alrighty. We are getting through it though. Yeah, if we see any other enemy, we are going to save because I need to save. Hoo boy. I think I talked about it in the intro most likely, but yeah, by the way, great time to be a patron if you would like to support this series and channel and me. Because you get a whole ton of stuff. FYI, you get, yeah, you get to submit and vote on games for the Patreon exclusive YouTube channel. So not only do you get a whole YouTube channel that currently, as of the time of this video, has 3 completed series, 1 ongoing, and 1 that's being streamed because it's a massive game. Many people have recommended for me to play and wanted to see me play. But also you will be able to submit and vote on future playthroughs. Once those playthroughs end, we'll just keep the voting and submitting going because it's a heck of a lot of fun to do that. Okay, sneak, which means there's an enemy in here. But yeah, also, yeah, I'm going to be providing the saves for all of my characters. Any save file that I have for, like, a character that, you know, is a significant character, a completed playthrough or what have you, I will be providing the patrons all of those saves that I still contain on my computer, which, as far as I know, is pretty much all the major players. I think I have, like, all of those saves still, so if you are a patron, keep an eye out for a post, because there will be a post with, like, all the saves listed out. So, great time. It's $1. You can cancel anytime. I think it's a heck of a deal, personally, but big thank you to the members here on this channel and also the patrons on the Patreon for keeping this train a-chugging. Thank you very, very much. Okay, so there's another little ret. So, yeah, you gotta keep it focused, because you just gotta really keep track. Whoo! No, no, no. No, no, no. You got to really keep track of the enemy's movements. Like, it's very good to know, like, how an enemy moves, if that makes sense. Because, like, right there, I knew the rat was going to turn around, right? So I knew the rat was going to have to take the fireball, turn around, and then I'd be able to get, like, 2 fireballs on him, basically. And that worked out. And that worked out right there, too. Now, I think there's one more rat. Obviously, we can look. We can look if our sneak increases. A couple of gold coins there, by the way. Thank you. Okay, so I am being extremely careful here, because this is so hard. Like, you might look at this and think that it's easy, maybe? I don't know, but we've tried it before, and trust me, yeah, man, it is no joke. I mean, the 6 times damage modifier just really is a killer. It's flat out unfair, by the way. Like, I don't think I've talked about that. Like, it's unfair. It's not really meant to be like this at all. I think they basically just said, well, no one's going to play on this difficulty anyways. Whatever. Just make it, like, really, you know, 6 times damage, whatever. I really feel like they did that. Like, I don't think they designed the difficulty slider really at all. So, yeah. You're at a massive disadvantage. This is not nearly as, like, mechanically interesting as something like Skyrim Legendary difficulty, which still is basically the same thing, but the debuffs are far less, you know, worse. Okay, so we know we have another enemy coming up, so I'm going to keep... Basically, my system is to have 3 saves. I used to only have 1, and then I kind of just keep, like, rotating, saving over the oldest one, if that makes sense. Now, we know there is another enemy because we just got a sneak increase. So where the heck is that boy? Sneak skill increased again. Our sneak skill is increasing greatly, which is great because, yes, we're going to want sneak. We're going to want marksman, which is archery in this. Okay. Also, I'm watching the little golden eye in the middle because if that glows, if it, like, you know, becomes fully golden, then we know... Oh my gosh, man. Also, we can get diseases from them too, which is not great. I think we're getting good luck with that, though. If the golden eye in the middle of the screen turns, you know, golden, turns bright, then we have been discovered, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, destruction, marksman, sneak, and restoration increasing very nicely. We're probably going to have a level up as soon as we exit this, this Totora tunnel. Okay, so we got a little jewel, flawed ruby, and then we've got a chest here, potion of healing and weak potion of sorcery. Potions of healing and sorcery are incredibly helpful. Going to want to stockpile those as much as humanly possible, although in Oblivion, you do have a limit for how many potions you can drink at one time, which I think is a good thing. I honestly think you shouldn't be able to just, like, consume potions rapidly. It doesn't really make much sense, you know what I mean? Okay, natural caverns. Oh boy, we're doing it. We're doing it, ladies and gentlemen. We are somehow managing to do it. But we just got to be very, very careful. Tongs and calipers, by the way, always good to stockpile if you have the DLC installed. And now we have a goblin. All right, we're getting tutorial messages up the bum here. So I'm going to sneak closer to the goblin. I think magic is still our best bet here. And we're going to not miss our shots. Okay, so magic. Oh, God. Okay. Well, oh, geez. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. All right. Unfortunately, I think we got to use a potion here. I did not realize how healthy this guy was going to be. Okay, one more fireball. We'll maybe do it. Jeez Louise. Also, another good tip as well, if you press T if you're on mouse and keyboard to wait, you can see if there are enemies nearby too, because if I'm pressing T, you cannot wait when enemies are nearby. But if I go back far enough, then I can wait, get all my health back and everything for free. Now, I don't like cheesing at all. I'm not the type of person. I love a fair challenge. That to me, and, you know, especially if it's challenging. That to me is like my bread and butter, you know, which is why I'm such a huge fan of the the Souls board games, because they're typically very fair challenges outside of Dark Souls 2, but that's a, you know, commentary for another time. But anyways, what I'm trying to say here is I'm all down for a fair challenge, but in the case of Oblivion on the hardest difficulty, it is flat out unfair. Like, it's not fair. So I'm fine with, like, you know, going back until I'm able to wait an hour to get my stuff back. That's fine to me. I don't mind that at all. You know, anything that kind of evens the odds just a little bit. All right, that is a goblin, and he has noticed me. Oh, gosh. All right. Okay, so this ain't great. He's not really dealing a lot of damage, though. Famous last words, of course. All right, so we still have good magicka. Yeah, you can see just how much damage they take, man. Whew. All right, not too bad. That guy, I guess, was weaker than the other one. At least he seemed like it, for sure. I'm going to take that bear pelt, too. Holy moly. Okay. I was trying to trigger that trap, because there was a tripwire here, and I knew these, like, little... These wooden sort of spiked things would, like, hit him. But that didn't really do it the way... It didn't really hit him. I don't know what they were kind of intending for you to do there. Now, up here, we've got an interesting little thing that we're definitely going to take advantage of for sure. Also, another very easy chest, which is quite easy to pop open as I fail a lockpick. Can you believe it? Iron arrows. Also, you can click take all in the bottom left here if you want to take everything in a chest. FYI. All right, so we should get a tutorial message here, I think. Maybe, maybe not. But we're going to interact with these logs, and that is going to probably insta-kill those goblins down there. I think, is that 2 bodies or 1? I think that's 2. I'm seeing like an arm in a very bizarre spot. Yeah. So you can kill these guys for free, basically, which you really want to take advantage of course, if you can. Okay, very easy chest, which only has 1 tumbler that you have to interact with. We're going to take all of those. Arrows do weigh something in this video game, by the way. Arrows do have a weight, which is important to note. All right, so now we've got the big, scary final cavern. So, let's save over this one. Okay. Oh, geez, we got found out immediately. All right. So, what is this guy? This guy's a goblin berserker. Now, you can kind of tell how powerful an enemy is based on their kind of sub-class, sub-name, whatever. So, this guy's a goblin berserker, right? So, he seems to be the easy one. Same thing for Skyrim as well. You know, you can kind of tell how much of a challenge you're going to have depending on the name of the character. For instance, Draugr, whatever. Draugr, Overlord, or White, or whatever the heck, right? So that's a good way to tell, like, you know, what you're going up against, basically. All right, that's 1 down. Now, there's like 2 or 3 more goblins in this room up ahead. So we're going to have to be very, very careful here, because one of them has a very scary thing, and I'm sure most of you know what I'm talking about. Now, there's a goblin right there. I'm going to try to take him out. Now, one thing to note here is that magic does not get any sort of... See, this guy right here I think is stronger. Magic does not get any sort of stealth bonus, whereas melee weapons and marksman arrows do. So I don't think stealth damage is really going to matter too much. Okay, we're doing pretty well, man. I must say, we're doing pretty well. That's the guy we already looted. This guy, though, has 2 rat meat. Let's make another wait. We're going to wait here real quick. What was I saying? Yeah, so when you shoot somebody with an arrow, if you're in sneak and undetected, you get a bonus damage modifier, and then same thing with melee. However, oh, there's another guy over there. See that? However, marksman, you do not. Sorry, magic, you do not. Oof. Okay, that was not great. I missed a whole lot of shots there. Now, as you can see, I'm using the terrain here to my advantage because... Come on, come on. Whew! Yeah, we're doing much better than I thought, to be quite honest with you. I thought this was going to be, like, way harder than this. We're basically just trying to get to, like, a certain spell that we can unlock. Once we get that certain spell, we will be rolling. But for now, we have to rely on destruction. But anyways, yeah, you do not get a magic sneak bonus, which means in the early game here, it may be better to go for, like, some sort of, yeah, just an arrow shot, pretty much. I don't really know, because now we've got this, like, scary guy up ahead. So this is the Goblin Shaman. And I don't even think we're going to be able to sneak up on him. Oh, I think okay, the rats noticed me there. But yeah, the Goblin Shaman did not. Now, we could sneak up on him, and we could do an arrow shot, or we could, like, stab him. The problem is he's got that Goblin Staff, and boy, oh boy. In fact, yeah, maybe the stealth shot's the way to go, because it is going to deal, I think, 2 or 3 times damage. So, yeah, that did nothing. All right, so yeah, we might die here, actually. Or maybe not. Okay, so he's doing spells down by the seashore. Oh, we might be able to do this. So, Oblivion tracking is very, very, very bizarre. Ooh, there's a hit. It actually didn't do as much as I thought, though. Oh, because we have magic resistance. I forgot. Of course. We have magic resistance. All right, we're doing a pretty good job. Ooh, except for that. Oh my gosh, that actually went super duper well. Holy moly. I forgot we had magic resistance. Duh. Okay, so Goblin Shaman Staff. Take that, because that can, like, fall into the ground, and it always does. It always falls into the ground for me. And then you can't really do anything with it. We're going to wait an hour. Now, we could shoot the rats in the little pen down there, too. But I think I'm just going to move on here. Very easy chest as well. Come on, man. You can kind of click it as soon as it goes to the top there. Oh my god, look at all that. Wow. Wow. A lot of good stuff there. Found a repair hammer. Yeah, repair hammers can repair non-enchanted items. I think you can eventually get armor to where you can repair enchanted items. But, yeah, at the base, you cannot, basically. Whew, boy. All right, I think we'll end this episode here. I'm excited for this because that went a lot better. Plus, we don't even have the tools that we're going to be utilizing here, which is going to make this a lot easier. We'll talk about that once we get to them. But yeah, that went a heck of a lot better than I thought it would because it's just not fair, man. Oblivion with the difficulty all the way is not fair. So I'm surprised we were able to get through that with no deaths, right? No deaths. So, yeah, again, if you would like to support this series and want it to keep going the strongest that it can, let me know you want to see more in the comment section below. I'm having a lot of fun, but I know I've played a lot of Oblivion, so maybe some people, you know, might not be into it. That's cool. But, yeah, let me know, and you can leave a like on the video, and basically anything you do to interact with the video helps out the video. But also, yeah, check out the Patreon, man. Trust me, it's a pretty good deal for $1. You can cancel it immediately if you wish. Also, if you would like to get these videos as soon as they're uploaded, you can click join under the video to become a member, and you will get all these videos as soon as they're uploaded, and you don't have to wait until they have their scheduled release. So anyways, all that being said, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Wish me a good playthrough because this is going to be hard. Really hard. The hardest, in fact. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!